Hello students, in the last session we have studied about regulation of kidney function due to production of ANF. ANF is what? Atrial natriuretic factor. ANF is vasodilator, wherein ADH also we have studied how ADH is also involved in regulating the blood pressure, blood volume, that also we have studied. ADH is what? Antidiuretic hormone, which is also known as vasopressin, okay, because it is also involved in constriction of the blood vessels. Okay, antidiuretic hormone, that is vasopressin, brings about vasoconstriction, wherein ANF brings about vasodilation. Okay, both are antagonistic to one another. Even aldosterone is doing the same function as that of ADH. ADH vasoconstriction का काम करता है, वैसे ही aldosterone also brings about vasoconstriction. So we can say that ANF is antagonistic to aldosterone and ADH. Okay. Now we'll study how exactly the renin hormone, aldosterone hormone, ADH hormone, all these are responsible for controlling the BP, that is blood pressure. Okay. So there is one system which is present in our body, and the name of the system is renin angiotensin aldosterone system. Renin angiotensin aldosterone system, which is also abbreviated as Raas. Okay. So very important. Raas system plays very important role in controlling the BP. Okay. Now let's see what exactly happens to control the BP. अभी condition ये लिया हम लोग ने, Raas system कभी activate होता है body में when there is low BP. Low BP, low blood volume, increase in osmolarity. Low blood volume है तो osmolarity of the blood will increase and GFR is low. Okay, so at that time, during this condition, there will be activation of Raas. Okay, renin angiotensin aldosterone system कब activate होता है? When BP is low, BV, that is blood volume is low, GFR is low, and osmolarity of the blood is more. Okay, so when the Raas system gets activated, the JG cells, then macula densa cells, okay, then Lacy cells, these all cells get stimulated. Okay, so where we have studied these cells, try to recollect, we have studied these three types of cells in juxtaglomerular apparatus. Okay, juxtaglomerular apparatus consists of JG cells, that is juxtaglomerular cells of afferent arteriole, then macula densa cells, which are the cells of posterior part of ascending limb and initial part of DCT. Then JG apparatus also consists of one more thing, that is Lacy cells. Lacy cells are the cells which are present between the afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole and between the loop of the glomerular blood capillaries. Now we'll see what is the role of this JG apparatus in our body. Okay, main JG apparatus क्यों है? For Raas it is. Raas जब भी activate होता है तभी JG apparatus plays very important role in regulating the BP. BP कम हुआ है, BV कम हुआ है, GFR is less, osmolarity has increased. So what will happen? JG apparatus will get stimulated. Okay, so JG apparatus में मैंने क्या बोला? JG cells रहते हैं. JG cells are the juxtaglomerular cells of afferent arteriole. These will get stimulated to produce renin. Okay, so renin will be produced by the JG cells of afferent arteriole, and whenever this renin is produced, this renin is different and digestion वाला renin अलग है. Digestion वाला जो renin है RENNIN है and it is a enzyme, and this renin is hormone. Okay, renin which is produced by the JG cells, what will happen? This renin will enter in the blood. Okay, and in the blood there is one inactive protein present, and name of that inactive protein is angiotensinogen. Okay, I hope everyone knows largest gland of our body, that is liver, is producing many proteins. Okay, जो plasma proteins रहते हैं अपने plasma में, all these proteins are produced by the liver. Okay, so angiotensinogen is inactive plasma protein which is present in the blood, and this inactive plasma protein is produced by the largest gland of our body, that is liver. Okay, so what has happened till now? BP कम हो गया, blood volume कम हो गया, osmolarity increase हो गया, GFR कम हो गया है, because of which JG apparatus gets stimulated, and JG apparatus का जो JG cells है, these JG cells will produce renin. Renin will enter in the blood, and in the blood what is present? Angiotensinogen. What is angiotensinogen? It is the inactive form of plasma protein. Okay, and this inactive angiotensinogen which is present in the blood, okay, this inactive angiotensinogen will get activated due to action of renin. So renin क्या करता है? Inactive angiotensinogen को active form में convert करता है. And what is that? Angiotensin 1. But angiotensin 1 is also not fully active. Okay, so renin will act over the inactive angiotensinogen. Okay, and it will convert inactive angiotensinogen into partially active angiotensin 1. Angiotensin 1 will enter in the blood capillaries surrounding the lungs. Okay, so blood through angiotensin 1 lungs के पास जाएगा, and in the lungs की capillaries में एक enzyme रहता है, that is angiotensin converting enzyme. Angiotensin converting enzyme, ACE. Okay, which will convert angiotensin 1 into angiotensin 2. Angiotensin 2 is fully active. Okay, angiotensin 2 सभी जगह पे फैल जाएगा बॉडी में, because angiotensin 2 lungs की capillaries से फिर सब जगह पे फैल जाएगा. So all the blood capillaries will carry the blood having angiotensin 2. Okay, now this angiotensin 2 will bring about further changes. Okay, क्या होता है? Osmoreceptors which are present on the hypothalamus, these will get stimulated. क्यों stimulate करना पड़ेगा? Because BP has decreased, blood volume has decreased. So more water should enter in the blood. So more water अंदर लेने के लिए osmoreceptors of the hypothalamus play very important role. We have studied that. Okay, whenever there is shortage of water, what happens? ADH का जब भी हम लोग regulation study कर रहे थे तभी. Okay, so osmoreceptors of the hypothalamus stimulate हो जाएंगे, ADH production will start. So angiotensin 2 will promote production of ADH, okay, as well as hypothalamus के ऊपर act कर रहा है angiotensin 2. So definitely hypothalamus का बाकी का functions भी है. What is the other function? It promotes thirst. Okay, so person will feel to drink water. Okay, so water drink करने के बाद ही water का reabsorption होगा from DCT and CD. That's why angiotensin 2 indirectly will promote the thirst because it is acting over the osmoreceptors of the hypothalamus. Okay, so what is the activity till now we have studied of angiotensin 2? Angiotensin 2 promotes thirst as well as it promotes ADH production. Thirst को promote किया, water gain किया body ने, water जो enter हुआ है body में, that water should be maximum reabsorbed and it will be reabsorbed due to production of ADH. So hypothalamus को वो बोलेगा ADH भी produce करो. So ADH produce हो गया, water का maximum reabsorption हो गया DCT and CD से. Okay, then this angiotensin 2 will also bring about reabsorption of sodium ions and water. Okay, sodium ions and water का reabsorption कौन सा हार्मोन स्टिमुलेट करता है? एल्डोस्टेरॉन. Okay, so angiotensin 2 will act over the adrenal cortex of adrenal gland, and thus adrenal gland will start producing aldosterone. Aldosterone will act over DCT, okay, and DCT will reabsorb sodium ions, and along with the sodium ions water will also be reabsorbed. Okay, got it? So ADH के कारण, aldosterone के कारण reabsorption हो रहा है water का, as well as sodium ions are also reabsorbed because of aldosterone. Means which type of reabsorption is taking place in DCT? Facultative reabsorption. Okay, or else it is also known as conditional reabsorption. We have studied that. Okay, then what is the other effect of angiotensin 2? Angiotensin 2 is also responsible for contraction of the smooth muscles of blood vessels, and due to contraction of the smooth muscles of the blood vessels, what is going to happen? Blood pressure will increase, blood volume will increase, GFR rate will also increase. Okay, and osmolarity of the blood will decrease. Okay, यहाँ पे osmolarity ज़्यादा था because blood volume कम था, यहाँ पे blood volume increase हो गया, so osmolarity will decrease. Okay, got it? So what are the different roles of angiotensin 2? Angiotensin 2 promotes thirst by acting over the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus will thus produce ADH. Okay, then it will also act over the adrenal cortex of the adrenal gland, and adrenal gland will produce more of aldosterone. Okay, and aldosterone will bring about reabsorption of sodium ions, and along with the sodium ions, this water will also enter inside, increasing the blood volume. Okay, then it also acts over the walls of the blood vessels. Walls of the blood vessels have smooth muscles. It will bring about constriction of the smooth muscles of blood vessels, thus increasing the BP, increasing the BV, increasing the GFR, and decreasing osmolarity of blood. Okay, so looking at the function of angiotensin 2, can I say renin is vasoconstrictor? Because ये रास चालू होने के लिए पहले तो जेजी सेल्स ने रेनिन प्रोड्यूस किया, रेनिन एंटर्ड इन द ब्लड, रेनिन ने एंजियोटेंसिनोजिन जो इनएक्टिव फॉर्म ऑफ प्लाज्मा प्रोटीन है उसको कन्वर्ट किया पार्शियली एक्टिव फॉर्म में, दैट इज एंजियोटेंसिन 1. Angiotensin 1 goes towards the lungs through blood, and in the lungs there are blood capillaries. ब्लड में क्या रहता है? एंजियोटेंसिन कन्वर्टिंग एंजाइम, एंड दिस एंजियोटेंसिन कन्वर्टिंग एंजाइम विल कन्वर्ट एंजियोटेंसिन 1 to fully active form angiotensin 2, and angiotensin 2 will thus bring about the final result. So can I say renin is also involved in constriction of the blood vessels? रेनिन है तब जाके आगे का प्रोसेस हो रहा है, रेनिन ही नहीं रहता तो एंजियोटेंसिन 2 कभी बनता ही नहीं, एंड इफ एंजियोटेंसिन 2 इज नॉट देयर विल बी नो प्रॉपर रेगुलेशन ऑफ blood pressure and blood volume. So remember students, ANF, atrial natriuretic factor, is vasodilator. Okay, और वो उल्टा करता है, बीपी जो इंक्रीज हुआ है तो बीपी कम करने का कोशिश करेगा, राइट? सो ANF is opposite of Raas. So can I say ANF is antagonistic to Raas? Means it is antagonistic to renin, it is antagonistic to angiotensin 2. Okay, ANF का function opposite है as compared to function of renin, angiotensin 2, aldosterone. Okay, got it? So aldosterone, angiotensin 2, renin, All these which are there, these are opposite in function. So ANF is antagonistic to Raas. Very, very important. Please remember this. Okay. So please revise this topic several times. Most likely questions which are asked in exam. Thank you, students.